Plant Detective 23 here. How you doing? Okay, so my associate, Mr. Fudd here. Let me get a picture here. Yeah, come here. Yeah. Okay, this is my Watson. I'm the Sherlock Holmes of this organization, but this is my Watson right here. It's a good Fudd. He notified me that we got a new mail in the letter today from a client, a prospective client. So we're gonna open it up. Alright, well, I'll open the letter. Says, what is a leaf? We'll give money, signed J. There's I have a lot of questions here, but you know what? This J guy, I mean, I'm interested. $3 signs. I'm interested. I'm gonna do a little research on this, get back to this J fellow here. Okay, so I'm in civilian clothes, so no one suspects that I'm a detective out here. Okay, I gotta keep it under wraps, And I found a good plant that will illustrate the different parts of a leaf. So we got this guy right here, right? Looking pretty good. And you see here, this is what I want to talk about today. See that right there? That's not gonna be a big leaf one day. That's called a stipule. And basically what it does is it protects the plant, or protects the leaf while it's growing up. They look like mini leaves, but they can actually, they're called leaf-like. But they're not leaves. They look super similar, but not the same, because these can turn actually into thorns, or they just fall off, or they can even look a little different than a leaf. But they protect the baby leaf, and then they stay on until eventually they fall off. Like here, you don't see any because these leaves are older. But then near the newer growth, they still got their stipules. So yeah, there's more than just meets the eye on these leaf dudes. Excuse the beeping, but here is another example of some stipules. You see it's on either side of the leaf, right at the stem. Okay guys, back at headquarters. I got my, my detective outfit back on. I wanted to talk a little bit more about stipules because, as you might have guessed, there's more to a leaf than meets the eye. There's multiple parts to it. So this first episode is going to be on stipules just because, it is at the start of the leaf, right at the start where the leaf protrudes from the branch. And I'm going to go step by step talking about each part of the leaf. So with stipules, they are mainly found in dicots, not monocots. And now I'm going to make another video explaining what those two weird words are. I actually don't even know myself until I research it. But ChatGPT told me they're only in dicots mainly, maybe a few monocots. They can be sheets protecting the new leaf. They can even be like fused over the leaf. And, maybe in the future I'll try to find some videos of that. But most of the time they're just at the base of where the leaf is. And they just have the two little stipule dudes just hanging out there protecting. They're pretty cool, I like just whenever you're outside, just keep an eye out. Maybe you'll see some stipules. Be like, hey, I know what that is. I'm gonna leave some sources in the description. It'll give you a better idea of stipules. I would use the pictures, but like I'm afraid of copyright. I don't even want to mess with it. So I'm gonna leave the links to some pictures, some cool sites that I saw you can look for on your own time. And yeah, thank you for tuning into this, highly professional detective agency. I know so much about botany. It's crazy. The best. All right, yeah, that was bad Trump impression. Okay, one last thing that I wanted to touch on before I leave is that one major reasons I'm covering stipules is because they are useful for identifying plants. Like, whether it has stipules or not can kind of tell you about what kind of plant this is. So this is, a useful, identifying characteristic that botanists can use. And I'm, kind of trying to learn how to be a botanist. So that's why I'm, going to share this journey of me learning this, new plant terminology, honestly, to motivate myself to learn it, because otherwise I wouldn't do it unless I wear this, So yeah, All right. Bye bye.